Hey everybody, it's me, Justin aka Good Will Hunter, and I'm back with another pickups video. As you can see, we've got some shelves here, we've got some shelves in the back. I'm still working on it, but hey, it's a work in progress because I love it and it's my room. My room. She can have the whole upstairs, but down here, it's my time. So, you want to fight about it? I gotta show you. I got a package from my buddy Bob in Connecticut. I don't know what it is. I think some of it is. It might be some of my stuff, but I don't know. And I got picks. So, and also I have a major purchase. Well, not a major purchase, but a addition to the collection, a new console. I found this at a Goodwill. It was in a bin, and it's pretty rough, but still a good game, and that is Adventure Island on the Nintendo. Label is not in the greatest shape, but it's an NES game, and I think I got it for like $2.50, so that's pretty good. I'll probably save it, maybe send it to someone, but Adventure Island, the first one for the Nintendo. Next, we have a bag from Goodwill. It's also got stuff from Value Village, so don't let the bag fool you. It's more than meets the eye. Let me just see. It's a grab bag. Alright, these two things I picked up at Value Village for, I think, $1 for a set of... I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll rip them out of the bag. So for $1, I got a set of AV cables for Super Nintendo or GameCube or, yeah, those two. And also, Nintendo 64. Forgot to mention that one. Because I found that they had the power adapter for the Nintendo 64 and they wanted $2 for it. Picked it up because, you know, you never know when you're going to come across one and it's not going to have it. So. Plus, $2 is a great price. That's within my comfort zone. And then also at a Goodwill, I found this. I already own this, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If anyone wants it, just message me. I'll send it to you. It's the Diablo 2 Ultimate Player's Guide from Brady Games. It's it's got everything as far as you would ever need to know. As far as the skill trees, hit points, monsters, spells, what, tree branches off into different skills. So if anyone's interested, just let me know. I picked it up because it was $1, and I figured someone could get some use out of it. I went to the video game trader. I needed cases. I needed these cases. I got... because one copy of NFL Quarterback Club, what is this? NFL Quarterback Club 96? No, wait, whoa. I got two NFL Quarterback Clubs. One NFL Quarterback Club 96. And we got, I don't know what this is. Numenius featuring... whatever, it's Nigel Mansell's IndyCar, and we got a copy of, what is this, NFL football starring Joe Montana. So, why did I pick these up? Well, I picked them up because I need the cases for the cover project, and I have a lot of loose Genesis carts that I would rather take these fucking sports games, fucking throw them away, but still get to reuse the cases. Now, these are only he has a special. You buy 5 from the bin, you get them for $1. So I always go through and I pick out all the Genesis games that got the tags on them and can fit the regular size cartridge, not that stupid EA big ass cartridge, which a lot of the sports games use. So you really have to think when you're purchasing cheap Sega Genesis cases and you know you're going to repurpose them. Just make sure that they use a regular cart, because most games use regular carts, except for EA. I found this at a Goodwill. It was pretty good find. I had to get it resurfaced, but hey, it was free to get resurfaced because I'm such a good client. That is a copy of Time Crisis for the PlayStation, and it was complete. And the only way I would have seen it, and you know, is because it's just sitting there on the shelf, and you can always see the NTSC label. That's when I always think it's a game. But you know, some of the later ones, they used to say PlayStation on it. This didn't. It just said Time Crisis. And I literally had to reach over someone who was looking at the CDs to grab it, and yoink, Time Crisis. So I already have this. If anyone wants to trade for it, I don't have an extra gun con. I only have the one. But if anyone's interested, just give me a PM. We can work something out. I guess we can go to the box. We'll save the console for the last. Here's my handy dandy X-Acto knife. We're going to open this from the bottom. And I'm sure if it's Bob and Lindsay, there's probably a never-ending supply of my arch nemesis in here. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? Seriously? I hate peanuts. They're like the worst thing you could possibly put in a box. But hey, let's see what we got in here. He's never known for notes, so I don't think there's a note. So we'll just go with what was in there. I had him buy this a while ago. I think I still owe you for this. Let me know if I owe you. I don't know if I still owe you for this. Wow, this is fucking beat, dude. But it's very, very interesting cartridge. I think I might save that for last. It's a copy of Gyromite. Now, I sent him a bunch. I had about 3 copies of Gyromite. And the reason I sent him, you know, why would you send him Gyromite? Well, because it's one of the ones that has the Famicom adapter in it. If you're ever in a store, and I can only say this for Gyromite, but it was with a lot of the earlier games too. If you ever come to contact with a 5-screw Gyromite, pick it up and hold it if you can with another game. It definitely weighs more than a regular game, and that's because it's obviously got more plastic, more circuitry inside because of the adapter. So that's him just sending it back to me. I think I sent these both to him. 2 light phasers for the Sega Master System. Pew, 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 pew. They both don't work. I think one fires, one doesn't fire. So I asked him if he could somehow use the parts. He needed one. I could have sworn one of them worked. But apparently it doesn't, so now I have 2 broken phasers. And yeah. I can't play any of my Lycan games. Can't play Gangsta Town. Gangsta. Gangsta. So maybe I will try to figure something out with these. Maybe I'll go, I don't know, hold someone hostage in South America. Look it up. It did happen. I will definitely re-gift this box with peanuts. I guess we can go on to the thing that he found. I don't know where it came from, but it's a multi-cart for the Nintendo. It's got 110 games on it. Mike, if you're watching this, is this the one that you used to have? I'm not sure, but from what you tell me, this may or may not be that one. The label's kind of coming off. You can see it. It's kind of coming off the top, and I mean, this thing has definitely seen its better fair share of days, but it looks like it's got a bunch of games I've never even heard of. Well, it's got 1942, 8 Eyes, Ninja Fight, I don't know, Space Frog, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4. I don't know, man. I don't know if you can pause that, look into that, but it's made by this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says like Supervision. Supervision. I don't know what that is. Supervision Japan. Do not store at extreme... I mean, it's obviously a Famicom multi-card from Japan. And he saw it in a store and I said pick it up. It was only 20 bucks. So I will definitely have to try this out. It's definitely for a North American Nintendo. So we're going to have some fun with this later. Okay, but now we have the main finale. Now, if you've been watching the last video, I did have stuff for trade, and, or not for trade, I'm sorry, I was trying to sell. I had 2 Nintendos, 2 Super Nintendo, no, let me start this over. 2 Nintendos, 2 GameCubes, 2 PlayStation 2s, and some games, controllers, memory cards, accessories, all that. And I went today to the video game trader. I just traded it all in, because I get 20% more in trade. I could have gotten money, but obviously you get more in trade because that's the way that his system works. And so I had, you know, a decent chunk of change, and I'm thinking, what am I going to buy? Am I going to buy Gunstar Heroes, Lunar Silver Star Story, complete, even with the map? You know, it's credit that you want to throw at something that you know you're not going to be able to get. Normally, you know, you're not going to come in and buy Earthbound. I think he sells it for like $280. Fuck that. I added another console to the collection, and it's one that I already have, but I don't own this region. And you could say, well, there's a way to play those games from that region on North American one. Yes, that is true. Not all games work, and you know what? I'd rather play it on the original hardware anyways. So I picked up a Japanese Sega Saturn. It's the gray model, not the white one. It's pretty similar to the North American one, except obviously it's gray with blue buttons. I can't remember off the top of my head if they had a little window right here, but everything else is pretty much the same. So I got that. It came with you got 2 controllers. They're 6-button controllers, and it came with the power cord. And I also got the AV cable. Didn't have, for some reason didn't have it packaged here, but he had it right here. So whatever. I got the hookups, and yeah, I was really excited because I've been wanting one of these games for like forever, and I happened to go through some of his import, and I found one that I didn't own. I own the first one and the exclusive one for the Xbox, but I did not own. We got Panzer Dragoon Zui. This is the second one for the Sega Saturn. Obviously, it's, you know, not in the gigantic jewel case from North America. It's in the small, you know, Japanese one. But it's one of those games where you really don't need to know how to read Japanese to play. It's not like it was. He did have Panzer Dragoon RPG, but in North America as Saga. Yeah, you obviously can't play that, or at least you could, but you wouldn't do very well. So I just decided to pick this up. And this game, I've been wanting this game forever, and I was able to find it with the, you needed a special cart to be able to play it on your Sega Saturn. You needed a special 4 megabyte RAM expansion to be able to play X-Men versus Street Fighter. So that is fucking awesome. It comes in, you know, the giant box, and I'll open it. He had a couple loose copies, just the disc, but it comes with the game, and then it also comes with one of the things. And this thing alone goes for, I mean, the card alone goes for $25. So I think I picked this up for like $40. But it originally came with this. It was a 4 megabyte cartridge that, in order to play, this game, you'd have to obviously put the CD in, but then you would also have to pop in your RAM expansion. So in a way, now I don't know anything about technical specifications or how stuff works. This is what I believe works the same principle as the 32X, where the extra RAM pretty much handles the backgrounds, where the CD itself, I think, handles the sprites, and also they work in conjunction for processing and all that. Because if you had the one for the PlayStation, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, you could never pick, if you wanted to do the tag team battle, your opponents would just be mirrored images. So if you picked, let's say, Ryu and Magneto, your opponents in the tag battle would be Magneto and Ryu, because it couldn't swap. It didn't have enough temporary memory to handle 2 additional characters with movesets and specials and all that. So you needed to get, the only way to get it on the Sega Saturn was to have the extra RAM. And yeah, I'm really excited to have this. I'm really excited to, now I can, again, it adds to the library of games I can play. Because obviously I don't need, I could have gone the route of getting the, what do they call it, the Action Replay Max that you can put on your Saturn, and you can run a code to play import games. That's cool, but I think I'm going down the lines of being a purist, where I want to play it on the original system with the original hardware. I love emulators for certain games that aren't translated yet, they're fan translated. Definitely use those. Or if I'm on the go, on my PSP and I want to play Nintendo games, I'll definitely do that. But if I had a choice between playing it on the original system with the original hardware, with the original controllers, I would do that over trying to somehow get it to work in a way that it wasn't intended to work on a system that it wasn't designed or manufactured to be on. So I'm babbling at this point, but anyone who's still out there, still watching, thank you very much. I hope to have, again, the room tour. You see some of it, but there's more that you're not seeing, and there's more room that you're not seeing I can maximize. So as always, YouTube, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. I'll put a link here because I know how to do that now, because I'm smart. And if not, just hit the button up top. And yeah, follow me on Facebook. I go by the same name. I have a Facebook page. You can, I don't know, probably can't do that, but I'll try to figure that out. Anyways, I'm again babbling. I need to go back upstairs. That's where my beer is. And I want to play on this Saturn. I definitely want to play some X-Men with some freaking Wolverine. Berserker Barrage! And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.